Good morning. Hope you're well this morning. Just to share some verses, a few verses from our daily reading from Isaiah 57 and some thoughts before we start our day. Um, in Isaiah and for a lot of the prophets we see a lot of judgment, but also we see with Isaiah he reveals God's great love for us, for Judah and for us. And I'm going to be reading from 15 to 18, and I'll do that now. For thus says that high and lofty one, who inhabits eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place, with him who has a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, and to revive the heart of the contrite ones. And these few verses that we'll be reading, kind of like a guide or revealing to Judah and to us how to draw near to God, how to be near and be right with God. And firstly, there Isaiah addresses God as who He is, a high and lofty one, who inhabits eternity, whose name is holy, and just to really understand that who God is and how high and lofty He really is, and how holy His name is, should put us in a good place. Our lampstands should be full if we understand that. If we really understand that, then surely we draw near to God in every day. And so that's the first thing for us to understand is a good thing. For us to understand that God is high and lofty and holy, and amazing and great. And then the next part of that verse is that He dwells with the contrite and humble. And this God who's so holy and so high and so lofty, so amazing and awesome, wants to dwell with those who are so low, and so that the highest wants to be with the lowest, and so that's another thing for us. The second thing, to be humble and contrite. And James 4 verse 6 says, God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. And so we know that we need to be humble to be near to God, to receive God's grace. So yeah, the first thing is how holy, how great God is, to understand that, and the next thing is to be humble and contrite. And then we read on verse 16, for I will not contend forever, nor will I always be angry, for the Spirit would fail before me, and the souls which I have made. For the iniquity of his covetousness I was angry and struck him. I hid and was angry, and he went on backsliding in the way of his heart. I have seen his ways and will heal him. I will also lead him and restore comforts to him and to his mourners. And so there in verse 18 we see God's love for us, God's love for Judah, but God's love for For the backslider, God's love for us, that He is love, that is great love. For He's seen His ways and will heal him and restore him and comfort him. And so we know that God forgives, and God's love. So that there, we have this great, holy, and high and lofty God who draws near to those who are humble and contrite, and loves us and will forgive us. And so, what a great guidance, what a great description of how to draw near to God, to remember them points, to who God is and who He draws near to, and His love and His forgiveness for us. I hope that blesses you today, and that you have a great day and a great weekend. I'll see you soon. God bless.